Welcome to the Startempire Wire Founders Podcast, where we make entrepreneurial founders a top priority. Each episode features risk takers, business builders, community shapers, institutional and government supporters in our local startup ecosystem. Tune in weekly to hear all about what's happening with the movers and the shakers of Southern California's Inland Empire and beyond. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Founders Podcast. Today we have with us Diana Gomez of Bittie Bites by D. So Diana, I want you to introduce yourself, tell us about who you are, and give us a little overview of, what your business is and what's going on with Bittie Bites by D.
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Diana Gomez. I do own Bittie Bites by D. It's a sweets company where I mainly do chocolate dipping strawberries, cakes, Cake-hearts, and cake popsicles. Those are like one of my main priorities in the business. I've been doing this for about 2 years now. It's going to be running on 3 years around February 14th. That's when I really started hitting home. Making awesome. It a business. Yeah. And then, I kind of just fell into this. I know that you've probably heard the story before, right? The story about how I started doing cake popsicles.
Tell us.
Sure.
Tell us.
Funny thing is that in around December, my husband's birthday, we had gone up to Big Bear, and I had made him a cake just to surprise him and everything. And my daughter was in charge of keeping it perfect and unharmed. She failed terribly. So what happens is she ended up putting her elbow onto the cake and it smushed the entire cake. So once we got there, I was devastated. But my friend that was with us at the time had actually came up with the idea of making cake popsicles. And I was like, that's not a bad idea. So we went to the store and then we just grabbed some supplies and started rolling up these little cakes. And it was amazing. It was like fudge cake, cakesicles galore, it was awesome. So it turned out pretty well.
So this was the first time you created cake pops.
The first time I created cake pops. So I had made the cake already, and then cake pops, it was just the first time. And then after that, I was like, man, I could do this all the time. This was easy. I was like, we melted the chocolate and all that, and it wasn't easy, but we melted it.
Were you always into baking and, growing up? Like, tell us, how did you get into that? How did you get that passion?
Well, actually, I never baked. That's what the funny thing was, is that I never got into baking. I think I only baked around for my kids. That's just when I started doing it, because it gets expensive. Right. Trying to do all that. So I was like, I could do it myself. So just once a year, I would just make it for my kids. I'd make them a quick little cake or anything. And I never really thought about going into it. It was not until we had our own home and our own beautiful kitchen that I was just like, I'm just gonna pick up a little hobby. And I was like, I picked up the cake popsicles and I bought a few stuff, $3,000 later. I was like, what? I don't think this is a hobby anymore.
I am now investing.
I am now investing into this. And then the more content that I was putting out there, people liked the way I designed and decorated. And then I just kept going, and here I am trying to invest in vending machines to display all my cake popsicles and my strawberries and getting them into malls. So I'm pretty, you could say invested. I am pretty invested.
So so you did our desserts at the Founders Night.
Yes.
What was the spread? What did you put out there?
Oh, it was like my Christmas decoration cake pops, my Christmas theme ones, Christmas strawberries and Christmas Cake-hearts. That had white cake, the rich, delicious, was
good
white cake. Yeah, it was bomb. And then just milk chocolate strawberries. It's not even a lot that comes in with making those, but no amount of, it doesn't take too much effort. You know what I mean? And
really?
it's just beautiful.
It was great. And the presentation is always top notch. Amazing. Yeah. Posted about it on Instagram. At Founders Night.
It wasn't even like my top, because I could have gone all out. Like Vince, my husband, he was like, you don't go all out. And I was like, I'm ready. I was like, I will put up a whole display and everything.
You couldn't have fooled me. I mean, no, seriously, it was great. I mean, if you guys are looking for someone who can create, all of these amazing treats, you need to check out her Instagram page, Bittie Bites by D.
Bittie Bites by D. Yep, that's it. I also got in touch with making a website and an order sheet. So nice. that is bio.site/Bittie Bites by D. I'll give you the link and everything.
The link and everything.
Post it up. Yeah.
All right. So tell us. Okay, give us the whole gamut of everything that you do. Okay. Give us a rundown of current services and all of that.
Well, with current services, I am doing orders, but the only reason I'm taking orders right now is because I want the content that comes out of it. I want my business to go out there, and the more content that I have, the better for Instagram. So I am going on. I believe you said it like perfectly the last time we spoke. It was a social blitz.
Social blitz.
Okay. Social media. It's like a social media blitz where I was going to go hard on YouTube, going to go hard on, Pinterest. And I've already done really good on Pinterest. I mean, I don't know how popular Pinterest still is, but I mean like 2.2 thousand. So that's not bad, and then just putting my work out there as much as I can. I'm making new business cards. I'm making, car decals. I'm just trying to get the word out there that I'm here and that I want the support of the community, because the community is my biggest support at the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People around me, they always are just like, you know what, I'm gonna order and then they're true to their word too. So I huge like number one supporters. So besides my orders and besides Instagram, I'm actually doing events and pop-ups. I have an event coming up with I don't know if you've heard of Holistic Vibes.
I never heard of it. Heard of it.
Well, it's a women-owned business, and what they do is they take women-owned businesses and they have them come to their pop-up just around they're really good. I'll send you the link to that too. Holistic Vibes, and they'll be hosting it Saturday, February 11th from 12 to 5 p.m.
Are they local?
They're in Corona.
No way, I never heard of them.
Yeah, it's a cute little shop. I love it. They sell the crystals, and it's just a really good vibe. You know what I mean? They have a really nice setup stage, and they're super into just women businesses, the support of the business.
That's cool.
Yeah, they'll have really good little shops that day, and I'll be there with my little strawberries.
Is this weekend or this weekend is January. Today is January 26th. We'll be publishing this on Tuesday. So is it this coming weekend or what?
It's February 11th.
February 11th. Okay.
Yes. So February 11th, that is a Saturday.
Okay.
So next weekend.
So pop-ups.
I have pop-ups coming up, and I'm in connect right now with we're speaking to a few investors to seeing about finding an on-site storefront that we could open up, and I could do my classes there, because I'm trying to because at first I had done video content with classes, and although I love making classes, I don't think it's something that's for me really. I really want to be one-on-one with all my students, and I feel like as though if I can open up a storefront and get my team in there, on store, and then we can start spreading the word about, the classes and getting everyone in. But not just that, I don't want it to just be for me. The way I wanted the storefront set up was that all my students will have access to iPhone holders, so that they can actually record their own stuff in beautiful lighting and ways that they could actually start setting up their own business.
So they'll be creating content while they're learning?
Yes. While they're learning. So you get to see their beginning steps to where they are, and, when they spread their wings and fly away, or they stay with me and then become, my partners in crime, either way.
Yeah. No, you were mentioning that in our last interview. In case you guys don't know, we did this once before. We had a little technical difficulties because of Zoom upgrading, but we're redoing it.
Yeah,
today.
I had some difficulty today with Zoom. It like spazzed out my computer. I'm not surprised.
Really?
Yeah, it kind of blacked out screen, and I was like, I don't know what's going on.
The Inland Empire startup ecosystem industry is tremendously fragmented. A few top-tier hubs, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and San Diego, are well covered by media, events, and data platforms. Finding reliable information relevant to startups or the tech industry in the Inland Empire is extremely difficult. As a result, startups can't scale fast enough. Investors are having a hard time finding the right deals, and corporates can't find the right companies to partner with for their innovation activities. Startempire Wire, the leading Inland Empire startup publication, is providing the Inland Empire startup ecosystem with the most accurate, engaging business and financial data, events, and news. Our reach of entrepreneurs, C-level executives, angels, VC investors, startup employees, key management at innovative corporates, and big tech is the solution for your B2B or B2C needs. As we build out our platform, we're looking for partners. This is your opportunity to get in on the ground level. If you're looking to align yourself with the local and growing startup and tech ecosystem of the Inland Empire, we have created the platform to get your name noticed and the opportunity for you to grow the recognition of your brand. Contact us today for availability and pricing options. We look forward to our partnership with you. Well, I'm glad we're getting it in right now. All right, so give us the you told us about how you started with the cake pops.
Yeah.
And then you started telling us about the services. Now, just help us see right now with Bittie Bites.
Yeah.
We could see the vision of you're going to also be creating curriculum.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, like when people want to come to you and order, what are they going to be getting,
Okay, so with just an example of like one of my main boxes, so let's say Valentine's Day is coming up.
Coming soon.
Yeah, so what it is just this cute box around here, just decorated. I don't know if you were able to see it or if we could pop it up in any way. I can also show you a picture if you like.
Yeah, show me a picture. Yeah, or yeah, if you got one with you, show us. See if it'll come show. Okay.
I don't know. Will it? That's Bittie Bites.
Nice. Okay, so that's your Instagram page.
That's right? The Instagram. It's mostly where it's at. But then this right here is going to be my main box to make right here. So here, that one, it has specifically 8 strawberries, and then it has 6 Cake-hearts, and the Cake-hearts is mixed with rich buttercream with white cake. And
man, that sounds so good.
It is. I ate a lot of it.
Oh,
as I'm making it.
I would be eating a lot too if I was making it.
I eat a lot of it. I don't know how to stop it. I mean, I just gotta work out more, you know what I mean? I was like, just a warning for anybody that wants to start treats. I was like, just make sure you have a good sweet tooth. I was like, I don't think I can go out a day now without eating sweets, So I mean, I have that. The premise of it is just to get orders in, and what happens is that I'll get my orders, estimate how many strawberries I'll be needing, and then I will do my inventory on my chocolate to see if I need to buy any more chocolate. Yes. And then chocolate is the, I have to get it from the right store exactly, because not all the chocolate's right. Yeah, it's not all the same.
Okay.
If I go to like several stores here that I go to Pila's Pantry in Corona, or I can go to the Sweet Tooth buffets. They're here in Riverside. Mm-hmm. And then they're all really good. Or Michael's. We can go to Michael's and they have really good chocolate.
Michael's, okay.
Yeah, Michael's has really good chocolate. But
what about C's? Do you go to C's Candy at all, or no? Is that too expensive?
Do they sell like chocolate? Like just the chocolate itself?
I don't know.
Not with no, probably not. I think.
Yeah.
Also, I think they'd be super expensive for just the chocolate chips.
It'd be marked up. Yeah, super.
Oh
super
my gosh.
Expensive.
But no, I'm okay. And
No.
so
Right.
I'm okay. So what the box comes with all of the, the strawberries, and I'm actually cheaper than a lot of people that I've seen. And
Okay.
then I never did it for the money. You know what I mean? I do have my full-time job, so doing this is just on the
Yes.
side, and I actually take time off of work. I
Okay.
request like a full week because Valentine's
Nice.
Day and Mother's Day is one of the busiest times for me.
With the orders, huh?
Yes.
And
with
that's
orders.
coming soon. How soon would somebody need to put in an order to have something by Valentine's Day?
The last day I'm taking orders for Valentine's Day is February 10th because I need to
February
be able
10th.
to gather all the supplies, and then I have the pop-up on the 11th, so I'll be really busy,
Okay.
in between those times. So February 11th is the last day I'm taking orders. I'll do on my website, on my Valentine's Day order pre-sales, I have orders with wine that's included. Yeah, like you can pick your own wine, and
So
then
like
it's like the big
a bundle, kind of a bundle.
Yeah, kind of like a big bundle. So that one's like gonna be my most famous. It's like that one's like $80, but it's like a full
Nice.
wine bottle, and it has like strawberries all up on the side, and Cake-hearts and
perfect.
cake popsicles. It's amazing. It's really good for. And then I even have one thing that I noticed a lot of is that people don't really buy for men. Like
Really?
they don't.
Well, the men need some love.
So I made a Valentine's Day box for men too. So that's on there. And, just for the everyday, I bet I made one, like a small one, just for like, if you want to get it for yourself, like that's just their treat yourself box.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Those ones are, I would buy that. You know what I mean?
They're all going to be on your website too,
Yes,
right?
they're all on my website. They're all up and running.
Shop, e-commerce, everything's ready.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
It's all there.
That's freaking awesome. No, because last time we talked, you didn't have a website.
I
ready,
didn't
did you?
have one. No, I didn't, because I was in the middle of going in between websites. You know what I mean? I was like, well, I can try this one or I can try this one. And, I kind of worked out some, took a few orders off of it, and it wasn't working the way I wanted it to. But the one that I do now, that one is my number one. I'm probably going to shoot it. That one's by Bakesy. They're
never heard of them.
They're meant for bakers. You know what I mean? They'll give you the content, and it sends you an invoice, and me an invoice, and it's just so much smoother that way.
Yeah.
So now I have a website. I have everything up and running, and I have everything that's for this Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is not even my busiest time. It's Mother's Day. So
really,
I'm just
okay.
Because like I said, like it's mostly the men that just buy from like stores or something like that. So they're not really like pre-buying. That's why the women, when I made the men's box, women started buying for that one.
Yes.
Because women are going to buy for the men, but
that's smart. Yeah, no, because if you have it, if you don't have it, they won't. They
won't ask for it.
Yeah.
They'll think, oh, well, it's just pink, and my boyfriend or my husband's not going to like pink. So I made a red and black one. That one looks really nice and elegant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to show you that one. Here, let me show you.
Yeah, pull that up. Oh yeah, no, that's I would see that for the men. Yeah.
So it was once I posted that one.
Hungry.
So once I posted that one up, it really went up on more sales, and then I was like, oh, maybe I should stop.
Right.
Because doing it by yourself, it's a lot, but I got my kids into it. I'm teaching my kids. My littlest one just started helping me with cakes and cleaning strawberries, so if I can teach them, I can teach anybody, All
right. So tell us about the growth part. So tell us about the growth. You started with the cake pop accident, and then
strawberries were supposed to just be an add-on. It was supposed to be cake popsicles into my business. It was just supposed to be cake popsicles. I was just going to make those. Cake pops, maybe. I never wanted to really grow with those. The strawberries, though, I started just time-lapsing how I was making strawberries, and then that's just when my Instagram kind of blew up, where I was just dipping strawberries. It wasn't even like, up close. It was terrible quality, terrible lighting, and people were loving it. They were eating it up.
Instagram is the perfect platform almost for it. And if anyone goes to your Instagram page, they're going to see how nicely you do it. It's pretty freaking awesome.
It took some time to get it that nice. You know what I mean? Really? I upped my phone, and because at first it was just like an old phone. I didn't have any storage. Right, so like I never, you know what I mean? So every time I posted, like it just wasn't the quality I knew that Instagram is worthy of,
Right.
But once I started really getting into it, my phone got updated, the lighting I worked on. So now it's just all natural lighting. I don't use any type of
no artificial lights.
No, it's all just,
that's smart.
There's my window smart. And then there's
the natural light usually is the best light anyway, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. So what kicked it off was the strawberries, right? So I had no intention of making it strawberries. My logo actually at first had just cake popsicles. I had recently changed it to strawberries because that's what people want. Give the people what they want. Yes. You got to give the people what they want. So that's what I did with. So that's where the growth really happened from there. And then I started, asking more questions about the people that were on there to try to get familiar with my audience because I started seeing a noticeable amount of, hey, how do you melt chocolate, or where do you get your chocolate from? It was never about orders. It was how do I do this? How do I do it? So from then I was like, you know what, I think I'm going to start this just small class just to get enough of my information out there for people that are learning. So I had done my classes. I had recently taken it down though because I'm looking to update it. Okay. But I want more in-depth detail into these new classes. I've learned a lot from the last time I made it. That was almost a year and a half ago that I made it. So I've been updated. You know what I mean? I've updated my own skills and I'm just.
So you're offering the service and the education.
Yes, service and education. And most of that's what I kind of tend to even get recordings from is the content is from orders. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make it as smart as possible on my own end. You know what I mean? I will not make content unless I have an order. You know what I mean?
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why it kind of just breaks even. That's why I never do it really for the orders and I continue to make them. It's just because that's what I'm basing it off of. I don't want to try to just
that makes sense.
Up. Yeah.
No, so that makes absolute sense.
Oh yeah. So just to my fellow chocolatiers out there, I will not hold any information back. You know what I mean? I will always be there for you guys. I will answer as many questions. Awesome. I will take video content and I'll send it out to you.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
I don't. That's another part of the social media blends is that I'm kind of working on that, but I wanted to kind of be on the back, on the behind of the scenes, behind the scenes.
Okay.
I want it to be my dorky side because I'm a dork. You know what I mean? So I want people to be able to see that side because, with a lot and the thing is though, if you see my Instagram, I'm not all pink and, girly like a lot of the bakers are. I feel like there's I always thought that there was something wrong with me. I'm it has to be pink, right? No, I'm more of the dark edge, part of baking. You'll see me watching murder mysteries while I'm baking. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, yep.
So that's why I want the realism of the baking community to come out in my YouTube channel. I want it to be this is the real, this is not me hiding anything or editing. This is me just this is the stress that comes with it, but how to also, overcome it. How to overcome the stress and
that's good.
And how to, just express yourself because some of my ideas don't always turn out the way I want them to, and then that's okay.
That's important.
I'll still pull it out there.
Yeah, that is important too because people need to see you trying and failing and then succeeding.
Yeah,
they need to see the whole picture, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They need to see everything. So I think what really helps with my content is that it's just the natural lighting. That's just what really helps me.
That's awesome.
But other than that, I'm really hard on myself when it comes to my own boxes. I'm just like, man, I know I could have done better, you know? But I just want that realism to come out in my YouTube channels. So Vince,
so you don't edit
Vince, my
that
husband,
out? You don't remove that? You don't
he's
remove
in the
that?
middle of
Oh, okay.
No, you're gonna see me cussing up a storm sometimes. You know what I mean?
Go.
Like I already have some content where I'm just like, this sucks. You know what I mean? I'm not to cuss now, but I'm a
in
our mouth. Yeah,
it's all
I'll
right.
let your kids watch, okay? Yeah. So Vince is actually setting up. Vince, my husband, he's setting up his own podcast. His own traveling podcast, the podcast labs.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's gonna be helping me with the back end of YouTube. So I was like, that's great. He got everything already, and I was like, I just gotta set up and then just go one day, you know. So we're making it a team. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna go hard on it.
Absolutely, man. I'm excited. I'm excited about what both of you guys are doing. You know, Vince is the man. He is always, you know, been very supportive of the community. He's been a part of the community for a long time too. So, and just seeing that, you know, he's I'm sure he's giving you like the exact instructions on, hey, you should do this like this. You should do this like this. I'm sure he is, you know, but that's really awesome. Final, tell us, what are your goals? Final, just give me 2 goals for the next 2 months. What do you plan on doing? I know you're on the social media blitz right now, but give me 2 goals for the next 2 months.
My initial goal is to really get the support of the community. I'm not looking for funds just yet. I'm looking more towards like the long end of that. I'm not trying to just blow my business up. I'm just looking for the support of the community. Help me get into events or pop-ups or slots, you know, just anything like that. And I just want people to be able to taste my product, to know that it's the right product. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do weddings. I'm trying to get a crew together. That's just on that. Yeah, that's just, and then, you know, when it comes with classes, I think the crew will kind of just tag along once, you know what I mean? It kind of just happened once I get classes, you know, people around me want to do it with me. And so I feel like that's something that could be easily done with the time frame that I have currently, especially because I have the full-time job. So I think that's something that I could also, that's like more of a realistic goal between the pop-ups and all that.
Okay.
And then the longer run, let's say.
Yeah, what's the long distance goal?
2 years. I definitely want to open my own storefront. It's not something that is in the making. I have my whole vision for it. You know what I mean? I have turntables where people could just see us making strawberries and cake pops and cake in general, watching us make the cakes right there and then, you know, if you come early enough. And I want my vending machines. I want my projectors. I want, you know, full interaction to my store. It's not going to be small. That's why I think it's going to be it's either I can get an investor in, you know, possibly 2 years, hopefully, but I'm looking big. I have big ideas for it.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. And I'm pretty sure, you know, with Vince being, you know, there to help kind of bring all the tech expertise that he's got already with Podcast Labs, like, this thing is gonna blow up. I appreciate you for coming on. We're having some little technical difficulties here, but where can people find you?
Yes.
Give us a location.
Yeah, you guys can find me on Bittie Bites by D on Instagram, or you guys can find me on bio.site/Bittie Bites by D. That's a website, and I'll have all of my links and bios on it.
Okay, so we're going to wrap it up. We'll have you back on in a future podcast. Thank you for coming on, Diana.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate for all your help, and thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
No problem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you smash the like button. If you are watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Check out Bittie Bites by D on Instagram, and we look forward to having you guys hit her up, order from her, everything that needs to happen. Peace out. Have a great day.